Hey, good morning, and I hope you had a great spring break. I want to apologize in advance for eating up a little bit of your time today and making this a required quest, but I want to instill a new Keystone habit in the Mac Lab. I've been thinking about how the class begins every day and how some of you are working on independent projects that I've approved, and you pretty much ignore the daily quests, and those are optional, so that's okay unless, as is written on the board today, they're required. But there are very seldom occasions when I don't want to remind you of something. So as something new in the Mac Lab, we're going to have a short video, this is not one of them, that just lets you know it's for everyone in the class. So this is a new Keystone habit. When you walk in, you're going to launch the blog, you're going to go to the daily quest, because the daily quest is going to start out with a short video that's kind of a little reminder for all students in what we're looking for today, what we're looking for this week, what we're looking for the rest of the year. And I want to be able to remind everyone at once so I don't have to interrupt the class. So I'm asking you guys to give me a few minutes at the beginning of every day, without exception to who you are and what you're working on. And I'll be able to say that without flashing the lights and stopping you dead in your tracks. Is that a deal? Is that a deal? I hope it is, because that's how it's going to work. Sorry about that, benevolent dictator here. Hey, out in the Adobe Education Exchange, we're having, this is a reading roundtable where we discuss things that articles we found on the internet or books that we're reading. And in the Power Habit, where I found Keystone habits, the idea that some things can kind of turn your life around. You have to identify little places. And this is research on eating healthier and losing weight and hip and knee replacements on old people. And both of them involve studies where patients were asked to document something. And the documentation didn't have anything to do, the researchers thought, with the follow-through and success of either dieters or people getting healthy and recovering rather than dying after their surgeries. But it turns out that the documentation, this was one of those surprising discoveries, did drive success in both cases. And then this was replicated in a lot of other studies dealing with a lot of other habits. So it turns out that documentation is important, writing down things. And we'll get into the specifics. But I make an observation down here about student blogs and how I've always thought my best students have the best blogs because they're the most plugged in. But do I have it backwards? Is it the best students are best at documentation, and because of their documentation, they follow through and become better artists? Wouldn't that be surprising? And wouldn't that align with this research? Incredibly, we could go on and on for that, but I want you guys to understand that what I'm going to be asking you to do, it's not going to take much time, but I really insist you give it a try. And a lot of this, the next book I'm read is by Sean Atcher. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he gives this just rockin' TED Talk. Believe me, you're going to enjoy this. But don't just be entertained. Listen to what he's saying, because the message in there is profound. And this idea of study and happiness, how touchy-feely. Well, what if there's science behind it? What if there's solid science behind it, and these are replicatable experiments, and you can apply these to your lives and change your own life? Not just in the Mac Lab, the whole friggin' thing. So here's a quote from Sean to start off this week, and I swear, these could be my own words because I feel the exact same way. And here's a little preview of the Keystone habit in our documentation and what can come of it. Life, wonder, out of writing down some stuff. Amazing. Yeah. You don't believe me? Well, try it. Don't be a cynic. Don't sit there and say, that won't work. Anyone can do that. Anyone can be brilliantly negative, to quote Buckminster Fuller, right? The only sign of intelligence is to be brilliantly positive. Now, about the break quests. There they are, the 9, or is it 10 break quests? I only see 9, Scotchko. Yeah, well, there's 10. It's too late. Time has elapsed. Yes, these quests are now worth 10% of their original value, but no, you may not do these in class. You can do these at home. You can do these on Saturday school. You can do these before school, at lunch, at break. That's just fine. Not during class. But some of these are fun. Yeah, some of these are fun. That was the point. Do it on your own time. Got that? So, Keystone Habits. We are going to watch this video, learn from it. You're not going to go out to TED. I've embedded it inside our new quest, which is not yet, well, it is live, but I'm still working on it, that you'll reach right from here. And I want you guys to embrace this and just say, I'll humor Scotchko. I'll show him it doesn't work. Well, of course, you're coming into that with a cynical attitude, and, you know, as you believe it is so, argue for your limitations. They're yours. But why not? They can because they think they can, to quote 3 thinkers from down from the ages, huh? Be positive. Try it out. Try it. You'll like it, right? All right. Have a good day. See ya.